In the criminal justice system, the people are represented by two separate yet equally important groups: the police who investigate crime and the district attorneys who prosecute the offenders. These are their stories.
Guys, listen to this, all right? We've got some leaks for you. Borderlands 3, no one else knows about this, okay? We're gonna share with only you. Borderlands 3 has guns. FBI, open up! All right, ladies and gentlemen, strap in for this one. This is a spicy one. It's there's a lot to it. So, Borderlands 3. It's a video game. It's looking pretty cool. We played at E3. Have to say, it was one of the best things we played at E3. Extremely impressed by the title, right?
It was my favorite game of E3 in terms of hands-on. It definitely was. It felt fantastic, very exciting, and the booth was absolutely gigantic.
It was the biggest booth I've ever seen in my life.
It was a console-sized booth. It was gigantic.
Oh, you mean like as in...
Yeah,
yeah, sure. It was like a football stadium of a booth.
It's ridiculous.
So, obviously, they're spending all the money in the universe on marketing for this game.
Yes.
Now, the marketing road for Borderlands 3 has been a little bit bumpy, owing
Headed
to...
by Randy Pitchford,
old mate Randy Pitchford, who has a habit of not keeping his fucking mouth shut and saying the dumbest shit ever, and just completely like flying off the handle and having Twitter rants and tantrums and just absolute madness.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. I've been physically abused in...
What the fuck? But despite Randy's best efforts, people... Oh, and also there was the Epic exclusive announcement.
Oh yes, that
which
went very
obviously
well.
people loved. So, look, the road for Borderlands 3's marketing has been rocky, but despite this, people are still excited for the game. And I'll admit, I'm excited for the game.
I'm excited for the game.
I'm a Borderlands
definitely.
fan.
And look,
so
Randy has kept it in the headlines.
He has.
Consistently.
Nobody likes a bigot.
Oh my god, what the fuck is that?
He's crying, boo, like a big fucking baby. Boo-hoo when he's crying. Doo-ba-doo.
Now, I think though we're really entering a new chapter here for, you know, the marketing story of this game, and it's a pretty fucking shitty chapter, can I say? There's a YouTuber by the name of Supmato. Now, I'm not familiar with him personally. I haven't watched his stuff. I might have stumbled upon one of his videos. He's been on YouTube for 4 years now.
138,000 subs. He's okay.
He's
doing all right.
He's got a good following, and he's like a full-on Borderlands super fan, right? He's got like a couple of hundred videos on his channel, and they're all Borderlands for the last 4 years. This guy is like fully juiced into Borderlands, man. He is the super fan. He is the guy that you want supporting your game if you are 2K. He is someone that lives and breathes it, has a community around it. He is your target market if you're an influencer manager at 2K.
Yeah, he was the skill up actually when Ralph just did Division 2.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Division 1.
Yeah.
That's all he did, and this
right.
is exactly what this guy's done
did.
for 4 years. So he's been really, I agree, one of the best marketing tools. Loves the game and wants to talk about it every day.
He is the kind of person you want in your corner if you were going to release Borderlands 3. What happened? Well, Supmato has actually been releasing some leaks over the years. We'll come back to some of the timeline stuff on that in a while. But recently he leaked some information that he claims he obtained from Twitch, because the 2K Gearbox were actually doing test streams using the sort of Twitch integration that Borderlands 3 will have.
Yep.
He obtained perfectly, legally and what have you, the Twitch IDs, like the Twitch channel names, and he followed those. That's publicly available information. You can go and see those names yourself from when they did the previous reveals of the Twitch integration.
Yep.
He followed those, and when they went live, he managed to obtain some screenshots from their streams that weren't intended for the public, okay?
Likes talking. You know what? I'm gonna sing it an octave higher, because you guys are worth it.
Because I'm worth it.
He put those he did a video around those. When that happened, the sky began to fall in around him. And perhaps the scariest thing that happened was the arrival of 2 PIs, like private investigators, at his door to ask him questions about what's up.
You can't escape my private eyes. They're watching you. They see your every move, baby. Private eyes.
Yeah, can you imagine that, right? you're just sitting there having a Mountain Dew, playing some games, and two
Doritos.
guys in a suit. We'll also get to the video later. You can tell he's a young dude, right? Imagine two guys in a suit rocking up, understanding law lingo, understanding how to be private investigators, sitting you down because he sat there for 40 minutes with these guys.
Yeah.
And just, had a chat with them. Like, this guy would have been terrified. In the video, he also said he was pretty terrified. It's just like, I'm surprised to see that, 2K are sending out private investigators to people's houses.
They were investigating how he obtained his, information, trying to, understand where he's getting his leaked information from. Because Submatter has also leaked information in the past, most notably back in 2018, when he had sources that he claims were providing information about characters. He wasn't the first to leak that information.
Yes.
Again, we'll come back to that. But he's leaked some stuff in the past as well. So, when those private investigators left, his Discord channel went down. Discord claims that his channel was selling cheats or exploits. There were 7 DMCA strikes on his YouTube channel, which essentially means his channel is deleted. Luckily, 6 of those were removed, so his channel still exists. However, there is still 1 DMCA on there right now, which means that he cannot do live streams. There's a whole bunch of restrictions.
Merch, stuff like that.
Merchandise. There's all sorts of...
Imagine if we couldn't sell merch, okay?
Nice, Sam. Well placed.
Attention all happy gamers.
Have you been to the hottest new Laymen Gaming merch store? That's where you'll find the hottest, coolest get up on the street. So you better get up and go to the merch store.
So that obviously still hits him very hard. He decided after that to take down his own Twitter account because he said he wanted to step back from the game and decompress, and he also put out a video explaining this whole situation, being like, okay, here's everything, here's what happened, and it really just describes what we've described, which is to say that all the information that he has obtained, he claims he obtained 100% legally. There was no hacking of servers and no whatever else. It was like totally legal obtaining of information. Okay, that's sort of the very background to this.
Sure. Then, of course, 2K responds. Okay, so his video went semi-viral. Everyone's talking about it. A lot of YouTubers are picking it up.
We forgot to mention, Sam, as a result of this, hashtag boycott Borderlands 3 started trending when the word about this got around.
Yes.
Because this is very heavy-handed approach, and so people were really pissed off. 20,000 upvotes on a PC gaming subreddit, all over Reddit, all over the news. The idea that these guys were really intimidating this bloke, trying to understand how he got access to this leaked information when there was no claim of criminal wrongdoing.
Yeah, so 2K actually responded, right? So, and this is what they actually said. Take-Two and 2K take the security and confidentiality of trade secrets very seriously. The action we've taken is the result of a 10-month investigation and a history of this creator profiting from breaking our policies, leaking confidential information about our project, and infringing our copyright, a 2K game representative said. So I thought it was actually 10 months maybe of just many creators they've been investigating to see where the leaks are. 10 months on this one creator, man.
That's pretty crazy. So the 10-month date is significant. You can kind of trace it back to December of last year, where Submatter did put up a video that had leaked information in it about character classes in the game and some other information. The thing is, though, he wasn't the first one to put that news up. The No was actually the first. They're now Inside Gaming. Big fan of their stuff, by the way. I love those guys. So they did this, and, they talked about the fact that, here's some information about Borderlands. They were the first to put up a video. They claimed it was exclusive information from their sources. They weren't reading it off a Reddit post like, Big Dick 69XX has exclusive details about new Borderlands stuff. It was like their own sources, and they leaked this information because they had it, right?
And then Submatter actually comes out and says, look, the No has now spoken about this. I'm going to speak about this too. It was leaked on the same day.
Yeah.
So, look, this isn't something that just Submatter is doing. The No is also doing this. Now, I was going to say, the No has 1.4 million subscribers. I mean, I know Submatter has 138 or so. Maybe... So, are they not targeting the No because they're so big and they don't want to mess with those people?
Well, this is where it gets complicated, right? Because the information in that leak, right, it's still on YouTube. The No's video is still up, and critically, Submatter's video about that news is still available on YouTube, right? What that means is that 2K did not strike those videos as part of their DMCA assault, okay? They struck at other things that Submatter was apparently leaking, but not that information. So for what we could perhaps infer from that is the idea that 2K don't have a problem with that specific leak, because it was like okay in their book, they have a problem with other types of leaks.
Or better still,
as what, Submatter allegedly has done here.
Yeah, or better still, maybe it's not of course we're just, speculating here, but maybe it's not leaking information. It's the way in which they're getting the information from private Twitch accounts or selling information on Discord. Well, that's the other thing.
Well, this is the thing. In 2K's response, they actually call into question some of Submatto's claims, and they say this: the information he's sharing about the situation is incomplete and in some cases untrue, a 2K representative said in a statement to IGN. Not only were his actions illegal, but they were negatively impacting the experience of other content creators and our fans in anticipation of the game. So what they're talking about here in part is they're calling into question Submatto's claim that he was only accessing the information from Twitch, using a bit of a sort of cheeky workaround, right? He claims it's a completely legal, normal, non-exploit process for doing that. 2K say no, that's not the case, and that the streams that they set up were actually set to private, which means that there was some sort of exploit that he used to access
or whatever
this information. Now, I'm very skeptical of their claim on that front. That sounds kind of bullshit to me. I'm not inclined to believe that 2K didn't just make some sort of mistake here, or Gearbox made a mistake, and Submatto, being just a scrappy dude, just, following the trail, managed to uncover that information.
Potentially.
So it sounds very dodgy to me.
Potentially, but we also have to leave room for the possibility that, he understood how to get into Twitch and really get some information that really didn't want to get out. It might have not been a mistake on their part. It might have been him really understanding the system.
Totally agree with you. Totally agree. That is a possibility. But regardless, that's what they said happened there. The other thing is, in coming back to this Discord situation, why the Discord got shut down, IGN reports here, according to sources familiar with the matter, previously listed perks on Submatto's YouTube channel allegedly offered access to a private Discord channel that included further Borderlands 3 leaked information in exchange for a $5 membership to his YouTube channel. So essentially what he is then selling, is like access to trade secrets or commercial IP secrets for $5 a month, right? Now, again, this just sounds really weird. Like, what kind of information? Like, what's the detail behind it? Like, what is this? It's so vague that Discord would all of a sudden bring down his channel like that on that basis. Just sounds very suspect to me. Now, do I think it's a bit of a shitty thing to sell Borderlands 3 secrets for a membership? I kind of do think that's a bit shitty. But do I think that his Discord should get shut down for that immediately overnight without any real information behind it? No, I don't think that should happen. That sounds bullshit to me.
Not to mention, we don't know the terms and conditions of Discord, that if it is in fact illegal in their eyes for you to even do that. I mean, maybe it could have been a slap on the wrist because it's potentially a grey area. But you're right, for them to just immediately shut down his Discord, we don't know also if he's got previous warnings for other things. It's hard to really know. But just to hear this from kind of where we're landing now, it is kind of weird to see that his Discord's just gone.
So that's the TLDR basically, that, he got his channel DMCA takedown, he got his Discord destroyed. He had private investigators to his house. He claims he did nothing wrong. It was all legal. 2K say, actually, we've been investigating this guy for 10 months. He has acted illegally. He used an exploit on Twitch. And also his Discord was like selling trade secrets or whatever. And that's it. So they're the two sides of the story. Personally, I mean, in terms of what I think about it, I think 2K have acted like ridiculously heavy-handed here and just completely disproportional. Just completely disproportional response. Like, I think we have to recognize that when it comes to leaked information, right, there's two types of leaked information. There's your government conspiracy, public knowledge kind of stuff that, obviously there's a conversation to be had around that sort of stuff. It does become much more complicated and much more grey when we talk about commercial leaks. Like, the new iPhone gets leaked, the fucking ending for Avengers Endgame gets leaked, etc. Leaks happen, right? But if that information has not been obtained illegally, right? There's no legal wrongdoing in that regard. I do not believe a publisher, a company, whatever, has any right to treat someone like this. Now, if this person actually did hack into their servers and access this information, sure, take legal action against him. That is illegal, right? No doubt about it. But if he acted completely legally, there's no excuse for this sort of behavior whatsoever.
Yeah, I think that also, look, in regards to leaks, it is a grey area, because number one, leaks can be good in terms of if there's crunch or if there's, situations in work where it's a bad work environment. Sometimes leaks are necessary to correct wrong when, of course, these corporations or whatever don't want that out. So leaks can be a very good thing. And also, I fundamentally believe that leaks if handled correctly by the actual company, can be a really great marketing tool. It's a way to hype it up.
For sure.
If I'm a hardcore Borderlands fan, I know now there's 4 new characters or a new mechanic or whatever.
Yeah.
That makes me more excited for the game. It's the way that 2K has handled this that now we're seeing boycott Borderlands 3 on Twitter and whatever. It's not because the leaks have happened. It's because the way that they've actually effectively handled this.
And like, it just has potential flow-on impacts as well, because you don't want a games news media that is paralyzed with fear for, if they leak. Like Kotaku, for example, when they leaked Fallout 4, they leaked the existence of it, they leaked the background story, whatever else. They were blacklisted by Bethesda after that. We know all about that. But, you don't want a news body that is scared to leak information for fear of being sued, because then they're just entirely working off the press releases.
Sure.
They're scared to say anything because they're worried about the legal action that might ensue. So this could potentially have big flow-on impacts. I'm also really curious about the delineation between this guy and, Funhouse or Inside Gaming or the No, whatever you want to call it, and Rooster Teeth, and why no action has been taken against them for their leak, which turned out to be accurate.
Yeah.
That just seems passing strange to me. And again, not passing any shade on fucking Inside Gaming. They did their job. They did the right thing. They leaked the information. Good on them. Why are they not being punished for leaking information when this guy is? That doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, I look at this and go, is it because their channel's a lot bigger, or is it because they aren't potentially selling, information on Discord and getting into Twitch accounts and
Maybe
stuff?
there's no
Maybe that's
that
it.
claim of getting into the back end of Twitch is what I don't know, but
maybe.
Either way, it's strange that has occurred. And I just think this whole thing is it's just a sad situation. Why ruin the hype for your game by treating someone like this? Does it really hurt your game to see some 6 little screenshots leaked and some dude with 130k subscribers make some hype videos about it? Does it really hurt your game? It's out in a month's time. Why are we so worried about leaks, man?
Yeah, I just think that, if we look at every single turn of marketing for Borderlands, it's just been an absolute train wreck, and this has just continued to do that. And they obviously have no idea how to handle these kind of situations.
For sure.
I mean, if we were game devs, okay, and someone leaked our game, I'd be like, oh, whatever, whatever. Let's just handle this the best way we can by embracing it. Embrace it and talk a bit more about it. That's what you should be doing. But they're not doing that. Randy, as always, giving us news. So, whatever.
Anyway, guys, that's the news. I'm sure this story will continue to evolve, so we'll keep you updated on it. For now, we're going to go to jail.
Really?
The FBI came, remember?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, that's right.
We go to jail. See you guys.
Goodbye.